he's going to lower down all the way, and on the way back up, he's going to pause. Then right there, 3, 2, 1, and he comes back up. Hey guys, so today we're going to do an RDL with a pause in the concentric portion, which is fancy language for you're going to do an RDL and on the way back up in the place that is most weak for you or you want to get stronger in, you're just going to pause and you're going to count to 3. Of course, your prescription of your tempo is going to be different depending on what your needs are. So make sure to check your plan or send us an email and maybe we can help you out, because what we're trying to do here is lower the weight enough that we can bring the weakest links up to be in line with the stronger links of your body.
Or slow down enough so that we can see where maybe you have like some gaps in your form or some areas of improvement.
And another layer to that too is if you're an athlete that's going to spend a lot of time in this position, this is a great way to train so that you're stronger in the position you're going to spend the most time in.
Yeah. And athletes, this is a great thing to do at the beginning of your off season, and then kind of build towards more dynamic, explosive, plyometric or rate of force development changes.
And part of the reason I love this so much is because I bend down to pick things up all the time. I imagine you do too as a human. So this has really good functional transfer to being able to live your entire life pain-free.
Yeah.
It's huge. It's huge. So John's going to show us a couple. And all the same principles apply here. Maybe we're sounding like a broken record at this point because it's all the same. It's 360-degree breathing. It's staying centered on the feet. It's having alignment of the spine. We like to keep it simple, right? So those are the things you were thinking about to begin. There's one extra piece of making sure the lats are on so that we're stabilizing from the top and from the bottom so that the diaphragm and the line of the pelvis stay parallel the entire time, allowing us to move from our hip.
And one thing to notice here, like here's where I'm not using my lat.
Yeah.
Here's where I am. You'll notice that I'm not in like a military posture because the lats are actually internal rotators, but I'm more just taut. And if you were to come up next to me and poke right underneath my armpits, it would be like poking some dried out Play-Doh or something like that.
Can you show me it turned off again? Yes. Do you see how the head of his shoulders are rolled forward a little bit? So then turn them on again. Perfect. So it allows him to actually have a better position where he's more lifted through the chest without lifting through the bottom of the ribs, right? That's lifting through the bottom of the ribs. We want to keep that diaphragm parallel to the floor. So John's going to find that neutral place in his body. He's going to breathe 360 degrees and staying centered on his feet. He's going to lower down to, he's going to lower down all the way. And on the way back up, he's going to pause. Then right there, 3, 2, 1, and he comes back up. Awesome. Let's see it again. And this time I'm going to run through the checklist that's going to happen in your mind. Am I centered on my feet? Is there still tension from my breath? And then come back up. Perfect. Right here, John is centered right over his foot. 3, 2, 1. So he's not avoiding any places. Can you show me one where you don't stay centered on your foot, John? Yeah, look, his heels are coming, or his toes are coming all the way up off the ground. So the pause is giving us an opportunity to come back to good form, back to the center, where we can, yes, feel all of the muscles recruiting and working in synergy so that we can have great form on the way back out.
Yeah. And one thing to note there is that a lot of you will be pausing in the position that you already are losing your positioning. That's why you're doing this. So with that being said, expect for that to happen. Know that you're not perfect. I'm not perfect. Lily's not perfect. No one's perfect. So go into that rep expecting to fail, okay? Don't get discouraged. Look at this as, another opportunity where I failed. Another opportunity where I have time specifically built into my program to get better, okay? Find that positioning. Figure out what it feels like to be in that positioning and take that experience and that data that you just got is kind of fodder or feed to make yourself better and seek improvement and experience change and adaptation.
Enjoy this awesome exercise.